Stolen from a crypto exchange, the event was one of the biggest mysteries in the history of Bitcoin. For years, no one knew who took the money or where it had gone. But in February 2022, the puzzle finally began to unravel. Authorities arrested a New York couple, a former Forbes columnist turned amateur rapper and her husband. The charge? Laundering $4.6 billion in Bitcoin. This is the story of how a massive crypto hack, a 6-year investigation, and two eccentric figures collided, and how it all ended in what became the largest seizure of funds in U.S. history. The saga begins in 2016 with Bitfinex, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world. Bitfinex had long suffered from security flaws and financial controversies, but nothing could compare to what happened that year. In August 2016, hackers breached Bitfinex's system, stealing nearly 120,000 Bitcoin, worth about $72 million at the time. Crucially, it wasn't Bitcoin's blockchain that was hacked, it was Bitfinex's exchange that was compromised. Bitfinex had partnered with a third-party security service called BitGo, which managed users' digital wallets. According to a leading theory, hackers infiltrated BitGo's systems and tricked them into transferring funds to a wallet they controlled. Trading was halted. Bitcoin prices plummeted by 20%. And in a controversial move, Bitfinex spread the losses across all user accounts, slashing balances by 36% and giving out tokens as compensation. For years, the stolen Bitcoin just sat untouched. Thanks to the transparency of blockchain, the crypto community could follow every movement of those coins, but they couldn't tell who owned them. Eventually, 25,000 of the stolen Bitcoin, about 21%, were moved. The laundering process was elaborate. The funds were broken into smaller pieces, mixed with other cryptocurrencies, and used to buy items like Uber and Walmart gift cards, gold, NFTs, and even PlayStation vouchers. Some analysts believe the hackers also used dark web services that exchanged Bitcoin for cash hidden in secret locations, retrieved with GPS coordinates. But 95,000 coins remained untouched for years. That was until August 2021. After years of dormancy, $760 million suddenly moved from the original hacker wallet to a new address. The transactions were split and shuffled, but they all eventually landed in a single wallet. It was a major mistake. Authorities, now equipped with forensic tools like Elliptic, tracked the activity. Their investigation led to a stunning revelation. The wallet belonged to Ilya Lichtenstein, a 34-year-old startup founder, and his wife, Heather Morgan, a 31-year-old writer and self-proclaimed rapper. Lichtenstein, a Russian-American raised in Chicago, had a quiet demeanor and co-founded a blockchain startup. But most of the spotlight fell on Heather Morgan. Morgan was a former Forbes contributor who wrote cybersecurity articles, ironically including tips on how to avoid crypto fraud. Even more bizarre, she once gave a talk with BitGo, the very platform that failed to protect Bitfinex in the 2016 hack. But Morgan had another side. Online, she called herself the Crocodile of Wall Street and performed amateur rap under the alias Razzle Khan, a name meant to echo Genghis Khan with more pizzazz. Her videos and social media posts were chaotic and surreal, and her content was widely mocked for its eccentricity. Still, beneath the goofy exterior, she showed real skill in social engineering. In one 2019 seminar, she gave tips on how to infiltrate elite events by faking phone calls, eavesdropping, and name-dropping. The seminar claimed she used these techniques to infiltrate black markets and shadow economies. Authorities soon uncovered evidence tying the couple directly to the laundered Bitcoin. Through blockchain analysis, they linked stolen coins to crypto exchange accounts under their names. In 2019, the couple had even traveled to Ukraine, where they opened fake financial accounts and attempted to obtain false identities and passports, a move investigators described as spy novel material. The pandemic thwarted their escape plans. Then came a crucial discovery. Law enforcement obtained a search warrant for Lichtenstein's cloud storage. Inside, they found a decrypted file with 2,000 wallet addresses and their private keys, basically a treasure map to the stolen fortune. That led to the recovery of $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. Sloppy moves helped the investigation. The couple used a VPN, but signed up with their real names, emails, and addresses. They even bought the VPN service with stolen Bitcoin. On February 8, 2022, federal agents arrested the couple in New York. The charges? Conspiracy to commit money laundering, up to 20 years in prison, and conspiracy to defraud the U.S., up to 5 years. Bail was set at $5 million for Lichtenstein and $3 million for Morgan. Though the Department of Justice hasn't officially charged them with hacking Bitfinex, the implication is strong. The Bitcoin was sitting in a wallet they controlled, and there's no evidence it was split with anyone else. Not everyone is convinced they acted alone. Some point to 2 Israeli brothers arrested in 2019 in relation to the hack. Others suggest the couple may have been framed by authorities. But there's no solid evidence for either theory. What is known is damning enough. The couple had fake passports, documents related to identity fraud, and even a bag under their bed labeled burner phones. In the end, only 4% of the stolen Bitcoin was successfully laundered. The rest was tracked down and seized, an unprecedented feat in crypto law enforcement. So, that's the unbelievable tale of how a seemingly ordinary couple, one a quiet tech entrepreneur, the other an eccentric rapper and Forbes writer, became the central figures in one of the largest crypto laundering operations the world has ever seen. A story that includes fake passports, burner phones, rap videos, secret wallets, and billions of dollars flowing through the blockchain, all hiding in plain sight. It's a reminder that in the world of crypto, where everything is traceable but identities can remain hidden, the line between genius and madness, between hacker and influencer, can get incredibly blurry. What do you think? Were Heather Morgan and Ilya Lichtenstein criminal masterminds who orchestrated it all? Or just two out-of-their-depth opportunists who got tangled in a web far bigger than they could handle? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like. It really helps the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the most fascinating stories from the worlds of tech, money, and mystery. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, take care.